Hey Andromedan Starseeds, welcome to Starseed Energetics. My name is Bora and I'm going to be reading your May energy. Shout out to STEFFEN KIRCHHOFF from Aluna Ritual Music for providing the high frequency background sounds. If you guys like the music that's playing, his SoundCloud is down below. Give the man a follow. I didn't expect to be pulling this many, but looks like there's a lot of messages coming from the angelic realm, so you're likely having a lot of angelic intervention and getting into contact with so many different angelic beings that are so benevolent and highly of the light, like high kingdoms of angelic realms. And don't expect to be encountering angels in the form of like a humanoid with wings, which is how a lot of people perceive them, because that's the level of cognition that they're able to process angelic energy. A lot of angels show up in that form for them, but they're interdimensional. A lot of the higher kingdoms of angels, they're interdimensional. They can take, you know, whatever form they wish, and depends on who's perceiving them. Like for me, they show up as light bodies. They don't show up as humans with wings and stuff. And some people view them as orbs. So it depends on your perception. You can encounter geometric forms as angels. So don't be limited to previous decoding of angelic energy. The way that you can kind of distinguish yourself is to just know, claircognizance or clairsentience, to feel. Or you can ask for different signs. If you're not comfortable with that level of subtle frequencies, you can ask for a sign that's visible, audible, or, you know, smells are another thing. They have this fragrance that they emit, you know. When you know that there's no source of these sweet smells, like flowers or something, and you just smell them, that's angelic usually. Abundance is the first energy that comes up, but before these emerge, it says that because abundance is this next huge chapter in your life, a life of abundance, and really knowing what it means to be of service to others while you're having your experience of abundance in this physical reality, that's a thing that you're learning because it's emerging. And you can definitely tune into this energy that's new, this new stream of abundance, the new relationship that you have with this abundance. If you will take the time to notice the difference between your previous timelines, it's like a mandala effect almost, where you have a memory of certain timelines, but you're switched into a new probability. And so you might even have experiences where the past doesn't match up to your current experience of reality. And I personally experienced a lot of mandala effects in my personal life, like things that maybe the mass wasn't aware of, that I was aware of, but that I know that I've shifted into parallel manifestation. So these are the things that you might want to be taking into consideration or noticing, because as you become aware of those changes, this shifts, they can magnify. But definitely there's a new sense of abundance emerging that is irrelevant to a lot of the perspectives that you adopted to view resources. And this is actually the truth of who you were as a child. I feel that you had this overflowing abundance and this connection to resources and this connection to the entirety of reality, and your ability to navigate through the different energetic streams as a child, that you had basically formed like calcification around. So it hadn't changed, the core nature of that hadn't changed, but you kind of developed this like calcification. And this calcification has a lot to do with your pineal gland as well. So decalcifying your pineal gland is a hand-in-hand cause and effect kind of playful narrative between this abundance and your, you know, biological functioning. Your pineal gland is the home of interdimensional perception. It's your connection to the higher and highest levels of yourself. It's the doorway to that perception. and DMT is produced in that region of the pineal gland. What I would recommend for you is breath work, and the specific one that I'll recommend is the Wim Hof Breathing Technique. And Wim Hof is an interesting man who also recommends cold showering. So going into a cold shower and just withstanding that initial breakdown of your comfort zone in your nervous system perception, that really resets your entire energetic system. So that's another thing. If you search Wim Hof Breathing Technique on YouTube, you will just get a free video, so that I will recommend. And if you just do this even once, I promise the results will be like magnificent. You don't have to do this every day. It's great if you could do it every day, but you could even just do this once a week or just once, you know. The cold showering thing too, you don't have to do it all the time. Just try it once and like see where that takes you. You don't have to be so resistant to trying something in the face of like routines. I don't know, a lot of people have this desire for perfection, that where they switch and experiment with different lifestyle techniques, they feel like they have to invest all of their time into it. But even just doing it once is a cognitive break from your normal routines, right? So try that. I also am guided to recommend fasting, intermittent fasting. These are all biohacker stuff, so somehow a lot of this is connected with your relationship to your biological being, and of course your spiritual ascension that you're probably very focused on, you know, being tuned into this starseed kind of stuff, has no choice but to impact your biological being. So these are the effects. It's like things that you can do, and actually you do have body care here, and getting into harmony with your original essence, that you used to never be afraid of trying new things or being curious about adopting new things, but like I said, you've developed this calcification. And going back to that calcification thing, okay, I know most of you are already probably using fluoride-free toothpaste, but if you're using regular toothpaste, please switch to fluoride-free toothpaste. I use fluoride-free toothpaste and my teeth are white. Like, you don't need fluoride to keep your dental health. Okay, and your water supplies, please invest money in a proper water supply. And even when you're getting bottled water, honestly, the more you invest in your water, it's a direct kind of reflection in terms of the quality that you like. Water is one of those things where you just can't settle for less than, if you can afford it, like get expensive water. And I know some bottles of water are like really expensive, but you can taste the difference and the energetic difference as well. So I love how like somehow getting a Starbucks drink is justified to getting like paying $10 for one drink when it's like water mixed with sugar. But when you invest in like really high vibrational water, people think it's like a waste of money or something. Makes no sense, right? So buy expensive water, indulge in delicious expensive water. Yeah, let me get into your tarot cards. That was like a 10-minute oracle card reading. Yeah, you're really like really stepping up your biological game. That's what and your relationship with the elements. Most likely you're like, what's happening really? Okay, let me explain this. I don't even know if I need to read tarot cards for you, because that was like, okay, they said they did. The collective energy of the earth is rising so deep, so much, that even if you're the kind of person who couldn't fully ground before, are getting fully grounded because the earth is rising. Do you know what I mean? So that's the main kind of transmission for you this month, is what I just said. And then you're gonna start to see the results of that earth meeting you in a higher vibration. Now I'm gonna read your tarot cards. Where are the ones that I actually want to read for you? switching your cognitive map. So what you can focus on is to switch your cognitive map, as I heard. So that would mean doing things in an opposite way just to tweak your cognitive mapping. That means maybe try drawing with your left hand if you're right-handed, and drawing with your right hand if you're left-handed. Try having novel movements. It's perfect for neuroplasticity, which is right in alignment with this whole biohacking theme that you have going on, which is amazing. If you're used to walking in a certain path, like let's say that you take walks in the park, take the opposite way. Like just do things that switch your cognitive mapping. That's important for you. And execute on physical movements that are not usually practiced. So do eye movements. That's so perfect for you. So like rolling your eyes clockwise, counterclockwise in so many different directions. I have a video on that briefly in this 9 instantaneous tools to shift dimensions or something like that in my channel. Otherwise you can just do like just freestyling your eyeball movements. That's very, very beneficial movement that people don't practice enough. The Tower, Ace of Cups. So I feel that you're the kind of person who's been holding back from experiencing love, and because it's in alignment with this whole biological thing, probably in a physical realm you don't have many people in your immediate environment that you can like really share your deep-seated love with. And if you do have people in your life that you love, it's not to the full extent because you don't trust them fully. This is a moment of time where you're either going to be breaking away from people who don't deserve your full love, that you're going to be cutting them out and setting really strong boundaries, or meeting new people who's going to really change your perspective on how much you can love. Most likely both. Knight of Chalices. Oh, it's all about love. This is romance, actually. This Knight of Cups is an offer of love. It's romance. It's like the most beautiful exchange of love that you're going to be experiencing. The boundaries around your heart are breaking down like the Tower. That's what's happening for you. And all you have left is experiencing the divinity of your love with your higher self, the love with the absolute, and that being filtered out into your human experience, like a pure biological experience, which also would mean, you know, like tantric sex or just relationships that are so fulfilling that you want to cry. That's what you're coming into. And because there's a Tower in the initial stage, you're most likely not even aware that this is happening to you in the near future, that you're going to be meeting all these people, or that you're going to be deepening connections that you already have, or that you're going to be just really tearing away the boundaries around your heart. But make no mistake, just because you tear down the boundaries of your heart doesn't mean that you don't have boundaries. You have actually stronger boundaries more than ever in the physical realm to discern who you share this energy with. So you're going to be really directly managing, you know, the gardens of your relationships, you know, cutting away from a lot of people, meeting a lot of new people. But it's all about this love, and you're going to know exactly what I mean as you go through these weeks. And you deserve this, because you really deserve this, to experience this. Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to work with me one-on-one, please keep in mind that I don't work with linear time, that it goes by divine timing, and you should be comfortable with the uncertainty of the timing and delivery. And if you still resonate with working me in that way, the link is in the description below. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for your presence. I'm sending you lots of love, and I will see you next month.